Hey, Erica. I don't want to rush you, but I want to hear your answer to my proposal soon. Do you still not have an answer?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. This isn't an easy decision, you know? I really like you, Emilio, but there are still some things I have to know about you before I can decide.
What do you mean some things you have to know about me? But I've been completely honest with you all this time, and it's not like I have secrets.
It's not like that. I meant that I need to know things, like how eligible you are for a promotion at your job.
Promotion, huh? I guess I can't really give you an answer when it comes to that, huh? I mean, it's only been 3 years since I entered this company. Even if everything goes well, promotion is probably still a few years ahead, knowing how things work around here.
Yes, I understand, and I can't exactly just keep holding back my answer until I know that you're going to get a promotion too, right? I mean, my value as a woman is starting to decrease because I am not getting any younger, you know? So I need to make a really smart decision before I give you an answer.
I guess you are the kind of person that doesn't hesitate to work hard to improve herself. But don't you think that there are also ways to get better with age? And not just the other way around? I don't know. Maybe you could become more wise or something.
I mean, I guess we can think about that when the time comes, but what I want right now is someone my age that's already of the same value as me. Which is why I want you to do your best, Emilio. And I'm doing my best too, aren't I?
Well, I guess you are. Alright, then I'll do my best so that at least I'm going to be guaranteed a promotion in the future.
Yeah, that's the spirit. The sooner you give me results, the better, since I'm currently just waiting for something I can evaluate you on. And before I turn 30 would be nice. Oh, and giving birth once you turn 30 becomes even more dangerous, so yeah. I'd like to have kids before then too.
I understand. Then I feel like what I'm going to tell you right now will probably be very important to you.
What is it?
You know that we're going to be starting a huge new project at my company, right?
Oh yeah, I remember you told me something like that. The CEO is going to manage the project himself, right?
You see, I've actually been invited to be one of the people that are going to be involved in this project.
Oh, that's wonderful, Emilio!
If this project succeeds, then this will surely land me a promotion in the near future. I'll do everything I can with this new project, so could you just wait for me a bit longer?
I understand.
Hey, Emilio. Huh? Moreno? What do you want? Why are you suddenly contacting me like this? Come on, Emilio. Is that how you greet an old friend? We haven't talked since we graduated university, right? Yeah, looks like I forgot to block you, though. Thanks for bringing back memories that I'd rather just forget. What? What do you mean by that? Thanks for reminding me to block you then. Bye. Wait, it's going to be a problem if you block me. What do you mean? You work at the planning department of S Company, right? Yes, and? How do you even know that, by the way? It's not like I told you where I would be going after we graduated. I found out because I'm going to be an employee of the planning department starting from tomorrow as well. I hope we can get along, colleague. What? But I thought you got a job at T Industries after you graduated from university. Yeah, I changed jobs, obviously. I had no idea you were here as well, though. I just wish you had told me sooner. So you're a new employee hired during the middle of the work year? Yeah, I guess I am. What of it? If that's the case, then isn't it weird how you're suddenly placed in the planning department? I thought that new employees had to undergo a training period first, whether they were hired during the middle of a work year or at the start of one. Oh yeah, but I don't need training, you see. Why not? Well, probably because I'm an extremely skilled worker. But more importantly, don't you recognize my last name? Your last name? What? Don't tell me. But are you a relative of the CEO's? Jesus, it's my 3rd year at this company, and I've only made the connection. In my defense, I was never your friend in the first place, so. Come on, don't be so cold, Emilio. It's not my fault that your girlfriend simply wanted to be with me more than she wanted to be with you. Oh, and yeah, I'm the CEO's nephew. But that must mean that you're the son of the CEO's younger brother, who was also a senior executive director at this company. Correct again? So, you got a job at this company using these connections of yours, huh? Yeah, and? It's not my fault that I was born lucky. I'm not the kind of person that thinks using connections is bad all the time, but when it comes to you, who knows? Maybe you really are highly competent. It's not like I ever saw you at work before. Judging by your character, I highly doubt it, though. Hold on, Emilio. You're going to regret it later on if you talk to me like that. I'm the senior executive director's son, remember? You were my friend during university, so I'll let you off with a warning this time. By the way, do you happen to know that the CEO doesn't have any children? What? Oh yeah, I heard that his wife died only a year after they got married, and he's been single ever since. Do you know what that means then? I'm going to be the next CEO as his nephew. I think that listening to what I tell you will be best for you in the long run, don't you agree? Be sure to stay on my good side, and I might promote you to manager one day. What are you talking about? But the next CEO hasn't been decided yet. Actually, it has been decided, and it's going to be me. I know there hasn't been any official announcement yet. Everyone in the company's inner circle already knows about it. I'm telling you this because you're my friend, by the way. Hey, Moreno, did you forget what you did to me back in university? And you still have the audacity to call me your friend? What? Are you seriously just salty about that? Come on, Emilio, just let the past go already. Well, I don't intend on causing trouble over something that happened years ago and, more importantly, has nothing to do with our job here. But it doesn't matter whether you're the CEO's nephew or senior executive director's son or whatever. You're still a new employee here. Don't do anything that might cause trouble in the company, all right? Yeah. Except, you know my uncle is a CEO, right? Unlike you peasants, I don't have to follow the rules.
Hey, Emilio, I heard that the new employee who just joined the planning department was your friend from university.
What? You already met him? No, he's not my friend.
You see, the general affairs department where I work at is also in charge of the company's reception. They asked me to show him around the office building, so I talked to him then, and that's when he told me that he was a friend of yours from university.
Oh, I see. I thought for a second that he approached you, knowing you were my girlfriend or something.
What? No, where did you get that idea? Anyways, he said he was the CEO's nephew and the senior executive director's son.
Apparently. I only found out about it yesterday when he texted me. I have forgotten his last name, so I wasn't able to make the connection until he told me.
Is that so?
What?
Nothing, never mind. I heard that he was going to be working with you from now on, so I was just curious.
I see. I don't want to give you too many preconceptions about him, but I'm going to warn you just in case he tries anything strange.
What strange things exactly?
You see, Moreno was infamous back in university for being extremely careless with women.
What? Really?
I knew at least 10 people who got their girlfriends stolen by him, and those are just my acquaintances. I think you can see it for yourself by how he's telling everyone today how he's the CEO's nephew or the senior executive director's son or whatever, but he would show off his family's wealth to get girls to do whatever he wanted. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I was one of those people who got their girlfriends stolen by him.
Wow, that's something, I guess.
Just be careful, all right? Knowing him, he's probably going to try and approach you since he knows you're my girlfriend. Just ignore him.
Oh, yeah, I understand, and thank you for warning me about him.
Hey, Erica, where are you right now?
Oh, hey, Emilio. I told you that I was going to go out drinking with my friends tonight, so what's the matter?
To think that I had even warned you.
What are you talking about?
Who are you with right now?
I already told you. I'm with my friends at a bar.
You're lying, aren't you? You're in a hotel with Moreno, right?
You know about us already.
Yeah, I saw this happening in a nightmare, but to think that it was actually true. These past 2 weeks, you've been canceling all of our plans because you always said that you have something to do. I wanted to believe that I was just being paranoid and nothing was happening between you two, but now there's no denying it, I guess.
Oh, so you saw us together or something?
Yes, just this evening on your way home from work. Besides, what are you even doing with him in a hotel already? It's only been 2 weeks since you met him, right?
And what made you think this was our first time at a hotel?
Huh?
We've been going out since the day after he entered the company, you know? In fact, this is actually our 13th time meeting up.
What? I warned you so much about him. Why did this happen?
Actually, those warnings of yours had the opposite effect on me. I mean, it only made me want him more.
What? Since when did you say things like that, Erica? I thought that you were better than this.
I mean, he spends the entire year going out with some woman, not to mention that he's able to steal just about anyone's girlfriend. That means that he's just that attractive of a guy, right? Not only that, but he's also the CEO's son slash senior executive director's son. And he was placed in the planning department, one of the most prestigious departments in our company, without training, even though he was just a new employee. Oh, he's practically perfect.
You seem to be making a huge misunderstanding. The only reason he's able to steal girls like that is because he uses his family's wealth as bait. That's also why he was able to get a position at the planning department so soon as well.
Oh, I'm not done yet. He's also going to be the next CEO.
What? Actually, that's...
I've been waiting for someone like this my entire life.
I see.
To think that he's already set for a promotion, even though he just joined the company. No, he's incredible. But I saw how the other female employees were looking at him on his first day. Even though they didn't know about his family ties, he's just that good looking. I thought to myself then that I had to make him mine before anyone else did, and set my plan in motion immediately. I approached him, which is when he told me that he actually fell in love with me as well. We knew that we needed to make our vows of love, so we decided to go to a hotel immediately. Finally, I've met a man who deserves me and all the hard work I put into improving myself. I thought to myself, I'm seriously in love with him, Emilio. He's the first man I've met who's on my level.
I was hoping that you would save all that for after we finished our relationship and broke up.
What?
What do you mean, what? Do I seriously have to tell you that?
Yeah, but I couldn't wait until we broke up. If I don't lay my hands on a high-spec man like him, then the other women will be all over him and I'd lose my chance.
You could have literally broken up with me right before you two started going out, making what you did with him after that barely forgivable. You just enjoyed the act of cheating itself, didn't you? I really don't understand. You were such a proud woman. And then you met him. Besides, that's not something you should say when you still currently have a boyfriend. What you're doing right now is cheating, Erica. The worst possible thing that one can do when it comes to relationships.
We aren't even engaged yet, so who cares? Love is free, Emilio. Stop being old-fashioned.
I'm trying to tell you that I can't even imagine what kind of nerve you must have to just do something that you know will hurt someone as naturally as if you were breathing.
What are you even saying?
It seems you won't understand even if I try to explain it to you, so goodbye. Let's break up. I hope you're happy.
What? Really? Oh, thank God. I was actually wondering what I should do if you refused to break up with me or something. So you're just going to step aside, right? Oh, thank you, Emilio, for being so understanding.
Hey, Emilio. Thanks for breaking up with Erica. I'm sorry for having to steal your girlfriend again, I guess. But it really wasn't my fault this time. She was the one who approached me and not the other way around. She's sleeping next to me right now. But Jesus, it's not every day you find a woman as fine as this. Looks like you don't want her anymore, so I'll take care of her until I get bored again. Bye.
Hey, Emilio. Well, since you're my ex-boyfriend and we do have a lot of history together, I thought I should be the first one to tell you that I'm going to quit my job at the company.
Oh, is that so? And what made you think that I wanted to know that?
Oh, come on, Emilio. I know we already broken up, but we used to love each other, right? And I still care about you. So you don't have to be cold, okay? And you see, I also wanted to be the first to tell you that I'm pregnant with Moreno's child!
Huh?
Now it's certain that I'm going to be the CEO's wife in the future. Oh, I'll let you in on a little secret because you're my ex-boyfriend and everything. So, you see, I purposely got pregnant with his baby so that he would have to marry me.
I see. So this time, he was the one being used, I guess. Usually it's the other way around, but I guess there's a first for everything.
Excuse me? Are you accusing me of using him or something? Oh, come on, Emilio. Just because you're jealous doesn't mean you can just say things like that.
Still, though, I'm still surprised at how much you've changed since the first time we met. The Erica I knew would never have said such a thing and would be disgusted with you right now. I'm going to give you a warning now because I don't want you to come cry to me later saying, "Why didn't you tell me?" or something.
What do you mean you're going to give me a warning? But it's certain that I'm going to be the wife of a CEO and live a life of luxury from now on.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. It's up to you to decide after you hear what I have to tell you, though. Oh, and just so I can be honest with you, I just found out about this today as well.
Would you please stop talking in code? Just tell me what you're talking about.
First of all, it's not decided yet who the next CEO is going to be.
What?
You're part of the General Affairs Department, the department in charge of controlling the information that goes around the company. So you should know that there hasn't been anything yet on who's going to be the next CEO, right?
But Moreno says that even though it hasn't been officially announced yet, it's already been decided within the inner circle of the company.
So you just believed him? He wasn't lying exactly because he believes it himself, but he's just being delusional when he says that.
What? It's not really going to be him?
All I said is that it's undecided, but I highly doubt that he's going to be the next CEO considering his relationship with his father and uncle. That reminds me, the second thing I wanted to tell you is that even though Moreno is the CEO's nephew and the senior executive director's son, he's caused so much trouble that he's basically on the verge of being disowned by his family.
Wait, what do you mean he's caused so much trouble?
You see, the reason Moreno came to our company using connections in the first place is because he laid his hands on 3 female employees simultaneously at his last company, even though he already had a wife and children.
He had a wife and children, but went out with 3 different women at the same time?
Yeah, impressive, right? Although apparently his wife found out about this ultra cheating of his and divorced him, taking custody of their children.
What? But he never told me he already got divorced once and had children.
Actually, he's already been divorced twice. And of course he didn't tell you. He's the kind of guy who only tells girls what they want to hear. He has a talent for it, I'll give him that.
He's already divorced twice? But isn't he like 25 years old?
Yes, like I said, he's a very talented man when it comes to such matters. Back on topic then, his previous company found out about what he did, and so he couldn't really stay there anymore and voluntarily quit. It seems he went crying to his father, who's the senior executive director at his company, and got him to land him a job at this company.
So that was what he meant when he said he used connections? I thought that he...
You thought that he had finished his training at another company, and he was welcomed with open arms at our company as a promising future CEO?
Well, I mean,
To tell you the truth, he didn't do any work while he was here at our company. He mistakenly thought that he was protected by his father, the senior executive director, and his uncle, the CEO. And even though he was still in training, he did as he pleased. The planning department was in chaos because of him.
But no, I had thought he was allowed to skip training and was placed directly into the planning department.
That's only what he thought had happened. The truth was that he was just going to begin his training as a member of the planning department.
What?
The training he was supposed to undergo at other departments was all canceled because of his terrible attitude. So we've been stuck with him here at the planning department all this time. But now that his training period is over, we can finally let him go because we're obviously not hiring him.
What?
That means that he's currently unemployed.
He's unemployed?
It seems that letting his son join the company was his father, the senior executive director's last act of mercy towards his son. As we can already see, it didn't go well, since he indirectly caused a mess in several departments by letting his son join the company. He plans on resigning from his position as a senior executive director and move to the countryside with his wife. But still, I wonder what Moreno plans on doing from now. He has no job, but he has to pay child support for the 4 children he had with his 2 different wives.
4 children?
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to have to pay for 5 soon.
No, what am I...
Considering the situation, the only option left for him is to find a new job purely with his own skill, since he no longer has any connections he could rely on.
No way, this can't be true. Emilio, I'll get back together with you so you could take care of me and the child in my belly.
Oh, and I forgot to tell you, but I already got engaged.
What? When?
After the 2 of us broke up, my uncle introduced me to a wonderful young lady. We've been going out ever since and are planning to get married.
What? You're going to get married with a woman your uncle introduced you to? It's obvious that things will go better with me, the woman you met naturally, than with this woman that was just introduced to you. I mean...
Yeah, but if things didn't go well, then we wouldn't have gotten engaged in the first place. Don't you realize that?
But surely there aren't many women on the same level as me.
It looks like you haven't noticed yet, so I'll be kind enough to tell you. At first, I liked how you were so confident in yourself because you were the kind of person who was willing to do hard work for better improvement.
So you understand then?
But you lowered your own value the moment you decided to cheat on me.
What do you mean by that?
Why don't you think about this carefully from another person's perspective? What would you think of a woman who has sex with another man even though she already has a boyfriend? Not only that, but one who's more than happy to go to a hotel with this other man the day after she meets him. Don't you think that such an easy woman would normally be looked down upon?
No, I don't, but...
You don't even understand that?
So that's how I look now to other people?
Yes, you really have fallen, Erica. There's nothing admirable about you anymore. Goodbye. Considering what was probably going to happen in the future, it would probably have been best if Erica hadn't quit her job. But apparently it had already been several days since she turned in her letter of resignation, so there was no going back. Since Erica was now pregnant with Moreno's child, the 2 got married, but both of them were unemployed, so it was unsure how they were going to support their soon-to-be-born baby. That's when Moreno's father, the former senior executive director, gave the 2 of them 50,000 euros to help them take care of their baby, saying that the child is innocent and he or she shouldn't have to suffer for the mistakes you 2 have made. Sadly, though, Moreno and Erica thought that this money was theirs to spend however they pleased, and all of it was gone in an instant. 1 month later, They went to Moreno's father again, asking him for this month's allowance, which is when he found out about what they did with the 50,000 euros he gave them. Moreno's father gave up on the two of them. Then it was decided that their child will be given up for adoption and raised by a distant relative of theirs. It seems that Moreno's father is going to make the two of them repay the 50,000 euros they spent thinking it was their own money. Now apparently, the two of them work from day to night every day, insulting each other all the time.